Woman shot by ex 8 times. Convinced judge to straight plea deal. Let's take a moment for this woman. Shot 8 times and still living. Whew.
A South Florida man took responsibility for shooting his girlfriend 8 times after thinking he would get 20 years in prison. But today his plan collapsed in court after the victim spoke out and urged the judge to deny the deal.
NBC6 reporter Christian Colon has the report.
Last week, the shooter pleaded guilty to attempting to kill his girlfriend. State attorneys were okay with him getting 20 years in prison for his actions.
Crazy. What the hell are you taking a plea deal for? What they giving him a plea deal? I see why he took it. But what are you giving a plea deal for? If a man tried to kill his ex, she lives, and you try to give him a plea deal, like it's not a... These lawyers be sitting there just want to quick solve these cases. 20 years to get out. So he would have murdered her. He's like, oh, you ain't murderer. You ain't finished the job, so we just going to give you that 8 times? He tried. Come on.
But that was not enough prison time for the woman who was shot multiple times.
It's been 4 years since Bridget Knighton's life changed forever, emotionally and physically.
You can have a restraining order, be shot 8 times, and not want to take responsibility.
Restraining order, too. We just seen that other lady, her father, her ex, her killed the father, her and her neighbor that answered the door. And was Tamara or something? I can't figure out the name. She had a restraining order too. He broke it multiple times. He had silenced weapons. Come on, that piece of paper is only good if it's backed by law enforcement and support.
For what you've done.
Knighton says she was the victim of an abusive relationship with Gail Blunt. She says the 55-year-old would manipulate her, beat her up, and would prevent her from leaving his side.
I repeatedly tried to escape him, but he always found me often boasting about it. I was embarrassed, isolated, and without hope.
Knighton got a restraining order against him, but it wasn't enough to protect her. In 2021, Blunt allegedly shot her 8 times.
Those restraining orders are just a piece of paper. They don't stop a bullet. You know, you have to advocate for yourself.
And today she did just that and showed up to court after learning the man who tried to kill her would get 20 years in prison. She wanted 25 years and urged for the judge to deny the 20-year deal that state and Blunt's attorneys arranged.
Look at him. You just got to think of all the times he stood over her. Yeah, I'm controlling. You ain't going nowhere. I rule this. I'll kill you. And he actually did it. Tried to do it. He tried to do the ultimate, like, I told you I was going to kill you. Now she has the power to stand up here and say, you ain't what you do. I get the last laugh. You going to be sitting there in prison. They probably going to be effing you up if they know what you did, hopefully. And he get to sit there like, you know, if this was back in the day, if this was a year ago or whatever, he was in private with this lady, he'd be sitting there, say another word, say something. But now he get to sit there with that look on his face like, huh? Complete 180 in power change.
If I must endure this pain for the rest of my life because I dare survive his attempt to kill me, then he should not be spared a similar fate.
After hearing she underwent more than 10 surgeries after the shooting and learning how abusive the defendant allegedly was, Judge Ellen Sue Venzer sided with the victim.
I was not aware when I accepted the guilty plea that this was the background.
Look at that. Now that should go on the prosecutors for even giving it to him. Just be like, wow. And does that happen? How often does that happen? Then that you got to think that a judge sit there and just accept a plea deal because on good faith because she think that they did their due diligence, and of course the prosecutor, if it's not an open and shut case, that she's not gonna, they wouldn't be doing this. Like something must be something. She just like, wow, like, oh my God, they didn't tell me that. He been doing this for years, and you got a restraining order, and you survived, and you had to endure this, and he did all that. Hell nah. Because he older, but he's still a chance to get out with that. No getting out for you. It should be nothing. But let's see what he did.
And at the end, Blunt was not willing to do the 25 years the victim requested, so the judge allowed for him to change back his plea to not guilty, and now this case will head to trial.
So they probably can't tell. I don't know. But can the jury find out that he ever accepted it? So they tried to give him 20 5 years instead of 20. And he said, nah, I can't do that. That's so fucking stupid. The judge still said that she only put 5 more years, and he said, nah, I can't do that. Now he willing to do life. I guess it's life to him maybe. But, yeah, I'm glad he didn't accept it. That's still too light for me. 25 years. She just went up to 30. I love this. I love this. Some good news. This woman survived a damn worthless being that called himself a man is off the streets. And once the jury see this, I'm sure it's going to be even more off the street. She'd be able to testify and do everything. Hopefully they don't try to do no, oh, well, the jury found something out as a mistrial. Nah, this dude need to be under the jail. Make him dig his own tunnel under there, too. Let me know what y'all think, cave dwellers. I'm so happy that this lady survived and this man, this piece of crap, gets to get what he needs or should have. He deserved. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at his face. You know he like. Look, it's even look how he even got a female guard here. Like he's just his hand should be behind his back to me. Fuck that. Look at this big man. How dare he sit there use his big ass strength for evil to destroy this woman who cared about him, loved him, probably was scared to death of him. Look how he looked back then. Is that the same dude? That's crazy. Yeah, I guess so, huh? He just a little older now. That stress. This big ass dude. I'm glad that this woman stood up for herself. She ain't scared. She still is. She got support of other women behind her. I love to see it. Let me know what y'all think, cave dwellers. Like, share, subscribe, all that. Truth shall set you free.